Welcome to the top 5 profitable uses for pivot points. The pivot points are one of the best kept secrets of technical analysis. This is because they're so simple that people overlook them for more complicated technical analysis. I'm going to show you how they can be a powerful addition to your trading to help you make profits from the financial markets. Pivot points are support and resistance calculations based on the previous period's open, high, low and close. I use the daily, weekly and monthly pivots to make trading decisions. I use the standard pivot point calculation, which is the high plus low plus close divided by 3. I have no interest in the other calculations. There are 7 pivots. The central pivot here, then there are support pivots, support 1, 2 and 3, and resistance pivots, resistance 1, 2 and 3. Important tip, if you trade CFDs or spread betting, remember to exclude the overnight pricing on closed markets, i.e. the stock markets. 1. Reversal trading. The naked pivots can be traded on their own for a pivot reversal. This works because traders are all looking at the pivot points for various reasons, whether that's to take profit, enter a trade, or place stop losses that we'll talk about more later. What we're looking to do is watch the price action as it approaches the pivots. As it gets to the pivot, we'll typically see it stall there. At this point, we can take a trade in the opposite direction and see if the level holds, and if it doesn't, we're able to get out of the trade either manually or by using a stop loss. 2. Breakout trading. Since pivots are support and resistance, then a range of common profitable trading patterns will occur by reacting off them. This allows us to look for range extensions. The best pattern to do this with is a triangle wedging pattern. This is where the market will, in this example, find resistance on a pivot. It then wedges against the pivot by making higher lows. This is indicating the sellers are unable to sell the market down anymore. There are 2 ways we can trade this. The first is to take a preemptive break long. The second is to wait for the market to make a higher high and confirm the move. Of course, it's possible to scalp a reversal position off the pivot and then also take a break of it. 3. Stop loss placement. If we're able to use pivot points to take profit, then the same logic applies to stop loss placement. Stop losses are a part of disciplined trading. All successful traders use them. Let's say we find a reason to short the DAX in this area. We need to decide where to place our stop loss. If we take into consideration the pivot, then we can place our stop loss just above the R2 pivot. This offers a barrier between our trade entry and stop loss. The more barriers we can have between our entry and our stop loss, the better. You may have also recognised this would have been an ideal pivot reversal trading opportunity. 4. Profit taking. Identifying where to take profit is an essential part of trading. Successful traders use different methodologies and strategies to take profit. This can take the form of RSI signals, MACD signals, or a host of other technical indicators. Pivots are support and resistance where we anticipate reversal reactions from. Sometimes these can be major reversals like the highs and lows for the day, week, or month. So why wouldn't we use them to look at taking profit? It seems obvious when you think about it. Here we can see a really strong uptrend on the Dow Jones stock market on the hourly time frame. Look how the market rallies until it hits the R1 monthly pivot where it finds resistance. Placing the profit target just below or at the pivot would have been a perfect place to take profit. 5. In conjunction with traditional support and resistance. Trading confluence is where we combine multiple technical factors to take a trade. We can use pivots in conjunction with indicators like the RSI and MACD, for example, or we can choose to use them in conjunction with traditional support and resistance. This is extremely powerful as 2 lots of support and resistance are then combined. We can see here on the US 500 how we have a classic resistance level turn into support. The trade we'd be interested in would be a long from the 4450 area. We can see here we have the S1 support below it. This provides us with additional confluence and confidence that the trade will go on to be a winner. And as we can see, the support point along with the S1 pivot identified the reversal point perfectly. So those are my top 5 profitable uses for the pivot points. If you like this video, please subscribe.